Welcome to our Freebie Friday video. We've taken a little break to revamp and redo the videos, the topics, so that we continue to bring you quality and relevant information, as well as videos that are short and sweet. So thank you for hanging in there with us and for watching. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the situation when there is a mortgage that's a reverse mortgage, which is a special type of mortgage. We have some other videos out there about reverse mortgages. If you're not familiar, they're the ones that are taken out by people that are over 62 years old, and they have equity in their homes. So it's something special that's done to help them with getting money out from property that has quite a bit of value in it. And the reverse mortgages tend to be backed by the government, which is USDA, also known as HUD. And when somebody dies, the family members have a period of time in which they have to express what they want to do with the property. The thing, though, with these types of mortgages is that sometimes the lender doesn't necessarily reach out to the family members when they drop the ball. The lenders would drop the ball and not reach out to family members to notify them of their options, and they also don't reach out to them to tell them the balance due on the loan. Typically, the mortgages would have one deed of trust for the actual lender, let's say Bank of America, for instance, and then the second deed of trust will be held by HUD, USDA. And the company that currently collects on these mortgages for HUD is Noved Consulting. So Noved Consulting never steps in until somebody defaults on the loan. And then since the government backs those loans, the lender, in this instance, if we pretend like it's Bank of America has the option to do a foreclosure, or has the option to approach HUD and get HUD to pay them off, and then HUD can follow through with the foreclosure, since HUD is in second place, so that's how it typically works. Sometimes the lenders would do the foreclosure, I've seen that, and sometimes they'll just assign their rights in first place to HUD. So HUD will then be the party to foreclose. So sometimes HUD would send out notices, sometimes they don't. So Noved Consulting will drop the ball sometimes too and not send out the notices to the heirs. A lot of the times the heirs need more time, because if somebody has a will, for instance, it does take a little bit of a process to get the will sorted out after the family grieves, of course. Put the will in probate and then get the authorization from the court. We call it over here in Texas letters testamentary, that would tell the whole world that this is the person selected to take care of the estate. So usually the executor is that person. So it takes a few months after somebody will die for anybody to even get to that point after grieving the death of that person. And so the mortgage companies do give you a little bit of time, and then after that time period expires, they try to move forward with a foreclosure. So then if they give the right to USDA, HUD, then HUD will be the one to try to do the foreclosure. So the question that came up in this context was that HUD was trying to do a foreclosure. The family members had been trying to reach out to HUD to get a payoff amount so that they could refinance the loan or come up with the money, things like that. And they got no response at all. And then HUD sent out a notice saying they needed to pay it off within 30 days or there will be a foreclosure. So my suggestion is don't panic, don't freak out, and don't make any payment until you have proof of the release from the actual lender. So let's say Bank of America was the lender, then you need a release that's recorded in the property records showing that Bank of America has already let go of that loan. So it'll be a release or an assignment. And once you have that recorded, then you know that you are paying the right party. In this case, it will be USDA, and Noved Consulting will be the one to collect for them. And then you could go ahead and pay it at that point. Typically, they cannot do a foreclosure unless they take it through the court system and get an order from the court permitting the foreclosure to go forward. So don't freak out. Get a legal consultation before you pay anything. And we'll talk to you next time.